What's going on with all my money motivated stars, man? It's gonna be a quick little video on gender bashing. I just wanted to talk about it real quick about like stuff I see on Facebook and stuff. Cause I made a post about this last year. I supposed to been make a video about it. I think I said something similar to it, but I didn't really get into it like how I'm finna just get into it now. About men bashing women and women bashing men. I done had several topics on it, but I'm constantly seeing it, you know. And my question is, like, the people, I just be wondering, like, why do men who claim they like women always bash women, and women who claim they like men always bash men? You know what I mean? Cause this video is about accountability too. You know what I mean? Cause when it comes down to it, a lot of people talk about the opposite sex like they just want no more dealings with the opposite sex. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everybody got their own opinions. Just like me, I got a whole channel based on opinions. You know what I mean? But I feel like some opinions should be just kept to yourself if you really plan on moving on from the opposite sex. Just like me, if I felt like it wasn't no good woman in the world, and I was like, man, I'm just done dealing with women, I just to keep it to myself. You know what I mean? Because the women definitely don't need to hear that, because they're gonna have something negative to say about it. You know what I mean? But it's just something I feel like I should keep to myself if I truly, you know what I'm saying, desire to just be by myself and be alone this whole time. But I feel like a lot of people, they act out frustration that they can't find they mate. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to put it together in this video. So I feel like some people just act out of frustration that they can't find they mate, so they end up bashing the opposite sex. You know what I mean? To get heard. Because sometimes bashing people is some people's way of getting heard. It's like when we was young, you know, when somebody had a crush on you, they'd probably try to pick on you, try, like, you know what I'm saying, try to act like they don't like you. The biggest example, if you ever watched Hey Arnold, how Helga used to act towards Arnold, because she really had a crush on him. So she would throw insults at him and so on. So I feel like a lot of people have been grown out of that childish way of telling people they like them, or, you know what I mean, either just being mature enough to, you know what I'm saying, just wait for a lot of stuff to come to them. A lot of people, like I said, they create their own reality by, you know what I'm saying, thinking certain ways about certain people or certain genders, you know what I mean, or certain races. And I just came to tell people, and people just gotta stop thinking like that. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people can't attract love. Stop bashing the gender, you know what I'm saying, whatever gender you want, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, whatever you like, you know what I'm saying. Me being a male, I like women, so therefore I'm not gonna bash women online. I'm not even gonna bash women in my head, just even off the past experiences I had, you know what I'm saying, because that's what I truly love. So if you truly love that, it makes no sense for you to bash that, especially with the men. You know, I done made videos about, you know what I mean, women and stuff, and like I didn't understand when I was talking about like the queen, why some women don't like being called queen, and y'all gave me feedback on it as women. Or I had some dudes coming in there talking down on women, it's because they such and such, such and such. I end up deleting them comments because I don't get down with all that gender bashing. Just like if a woman come in, start bashing dudes and saying this because these niggas and all that, you know, I feel like people should be able to give a reasonable response to why it is they act the way they act, you know what I mean? Because it just makes no sense to me, you know what I mean? Because I don't even get into that podcast where the women talking about the men talking about the women. All those podcasts be really clickbait, because all those women who be talking about the men, they still be wanting men, and it's vice versa, you know what I mean? The men be wanting the women, and it's all to cause controversy, because controversy always wins when it comes to the society that they've created, you know what I mean? Just like this Meg Thee Stallion beef with Nicki Minaj. Her song, this song then topped the charts, you know what I mean? I think it's #1. Why? Because people love drama, you know what I mean? People love the going against each other, you know what I mean? We see that every day in traffic. You know, you get in front of somebody just because you're trying to get over on the exit. This person will go out their way to be in a competitive mood to just get back in front of you, you know what I mean? They built a lot of competition within the genders, the same gender, you know what I mean, and with opposite genders, and people not recognizing it, you know what I mean? So man, if you know you're gonna be a person who still like the opposite gender, stop bashing it. You know what I mean? Because you're not even giving yourself room for growth or that new person to come in your life. Because a lot of people, after 10 years of dating the same people, you gotta start looking at yourself like, am I the problem? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are gonna say, hey, I'm not the problem. I just attract toxic people. Okay, I get that. But while you attracting these toxic people, isn't it still up to you to allow those toxic people to be in your life? So if you are a person that's allowing toxicity to come in your life for 10 years, you don't think you need to look at yourself? Because if that's a toxic person, that person has just been toxic and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's being a toxic person. Because some toxic people don't know they toxic. You know what I mean? So if you being a person who are allowing the toxicity to come in your life, you got to realize that I may love toxic people. You know what I mean? So you got to change your mindset of loving, you know what I'm saying? Loving yourself more. Because that's all I can see. Because a lot of people say this crazy. How do I love toxic people? It ain't my fault who I attract. Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what you allow. That's like if somebody come past your window throwing balloons at your house all day and they got milk in it. If you don't sit up there and do nothing about it, you know what I mean? You ain't trying to kiss the balloons. You ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? The next day, you ain't out there prepared to stop this person. And you know they're going to come around the same time and throw something at your window. If you're allowing that to happen to your house, it's going to keep on happening to your house. That's just why when people get bullied, they allow the bullying. That's why the bully keep on bullying. You know what I mean? So you can't sit up there and say, well, you think I want to get bullied? Obviously you do, because you're not doing nothing about it. You're still allowing this bully to jack you up or do something to you, you know what I mean? So people got to use it in their dating life, you know what I mean? If you're constantly allowing people to misuse you and mistreat you, you got to look at the energy you're giving off. Because 9 times out of 10, people are going to see what they say. If it look like a duck, quack like a duck, you know what I'm saying? People are going to treat you like what you're giving off. You know what I'm saying? Just like that example. If a dog walk around quacking like a duck and I start acting like a duck and start waddling and swimming like a duck, the other ducks gonna treat that dog like a duck, you know what I mean? Or that dog, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get treated according to how you move in this life. So if you always on Facebook bashing men, saying men treat you like this, men treat you like this, because you allow it. And if you on the line bashing women, saying women only want money, I always got to spend money on women, it's because you allow it. You know what I mean? You giving off trick energy, I guess. You know what I mean? Because a woman won't look at you as somebody they can use or a trick if you have boundaries and you have standards. You know what I mean? You can't meet a woman and be pulling out your money, acting like you got this and all that. And then next week when she start asking you for money and be all surprised when she asks you for money. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes we do these things to ourselves. So the comments and Facebook posts I be seeing about the opposite sex, bashing the opposite sex, I be like, a lot of people don't even know they creating this for themselves. You know what I mean? They going forever stay in this eternal cycle of, you know what I mean, bashing because you just haven't got it together. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta get these gems, you gotta get these messages and all this information that you've been receiving from people to know how to move with people. Everybody always say, I'm taking my kindness for weakness. They taking my kindness for weakness. Stop being so kind then. You feel what I'm saying? And then people will stop taking your kindness for weakness. You know what I mean? A lot of these videos that I speak out, a lot of them for me too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that I need to do. But when it comes down to this topic on relationship, it ain't a lot of stuff that I need to work on when it comes to it. Because like I really find out, you know, I attract, you know what I'm saying? Well, if I accept this what's gonna be my reality, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff that I accepted in the past, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, there's no polishing up on that topic, you know, on this subject, because I know what's going on when it comes to, you know what I mean? Like they say, you give them an inch, they take a mile, you know what I mean? So you can't let people just slide on this thin ice forever, you know what I mean? You're gonna eventually have to break on them and show them that you've been skating too long, you know what I mean? So now they're gonna have to drown in what Dave did, you know what I mean? So a lot of people gotta stop putting their pressure on themselves and just like, it's no biggie. Just stop talking to that person, you know what I mean? It's other people out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a pool It's a pool full of fish out here. It's a whole sea. You know what I mean? So a lot of people stop limiting yourself for what other people are willing to give you. You know what I mean? And just know you deserve better. If you know you deserve better, seek better. Allow better to come in your life. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people, including myself, I've allowed better to come in my life, but I've misused it. I mistreated it. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't ready for it at the time. But like I said, those realizations come with accountability, and a lot of people don't have accountability. They so quick to blame the other people. So that's why we have a lot of this going on, this gender bashing online. You know what I mean? We have parent bashing online. We have a lot of stuff online that is a lot of consumed trauma, and we need to stop putting all that trauma on people. You know what I mean? We gotta start actually talking about our trauma if we really wanna, you know what I'm saying, do that to people who really care. But you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got nobody to talk to, shit, you can always get online. If you don't want to get online, it's a way you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Get a diary, get like a book, start jotting stuff down. But it's a way to do certain things, man. So that's all I want to say in this video, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all like the content. Y'all be blessed and walk in that smoke.